Hi, I'm Evo. This is Pico Park. It is a multiplayer co-op game, 2 or more players, up to 8. And I am here running this with Paum and CollieMonster. We're doing a 3-player run. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going stage by stage, going through platforming levels as these cute little critters working together to make it to the end of the level, as well as not get in each other's way, so hopefully we don't harm each other. And and hopefully we're going to be putting on a decent show.
All right. 1-1?
1-1.
So you see the three of us. We're all playing on our own machines here. Collie is hosting. Collie is last, and they are green. Evo is second and purple, and that leaves me. I am Paum, I am pink, and I am first. For the most part, all these levels will be in the same order. There are some levels that are different order, and there are some levels that are random order, so we all have to know what to do in each position. But for this, we have to get 3 people on this platform to go up. We did that, we got the key, and we got to the door, and that is the basis of literally any level.
Yeah, the first 4 levels are just kind of like an introduction to how the game mechanics work.
Left. I do have a spreadsheet up, so we've played with a lot of different amounts of people. This is currently 3 people. This is the first thing we've played, actually.
Yeah.
But I have notes for all of those. So I'm reading off those notes from the 3-player run right now. I have notes for each level. They're usually just like hold left at start, hold right, etc., etc. But if I say stuff in between levels, that's what I'm doing. Collie walk right, then self-sacrifice.
Silence start.
Yeah, there's a strat here. We're supposed to have only 1 person go up, which we are having 1 to start, but we can also boost a second player up by having Collie jump underneath Evo, and yeah, we can just make that jump. And then Evo stands on this door that you'd see rising. Normally I would get trapped up there and we'd have to do, I don't know, a puzzle or something.
Buttons, yeah.
Yeah, we skipped that. Yeah, there's a lot of those little optimizations throughout the game. There's no glitches in the game. We do play every world. There's no like pipes that skip to future worlds or whatever. Hold right. This is only Collie get key. We'll do Collie here.
We do end up skipping World 5 because it's miserable to do if you're not doing local. And you'll see that when we go back to the world selection, it'll just be crossed out.
Yeah, on the boards it is not required to do World 5. It's like entirely meant for local. For a long time you could only do it local, but then they did actually incorporate a way to make it possible to do it online, and that is the incentive that we have. So if we raise enough, we can do World 5. It is possible to one dangling key hold right, but painful. I go down on this one.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so we have Reki in... Sorry, I do vague amounts of focusing for basic platforming. We have Reki in 4-player, 6-player, and Collie and I have it in 2-player. We're second place in 3-player because the 3-player one is kind of the most optimized for some unknown reason. And then the other ones were just more or less looking to get enough people to get there.
Yeah.
Hold right. Triple stack. This game came out in 2016? I think, but it wasn't really speedrun until like 2021. I think is when the board saw like any action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was originally on the Switch. How did I get the key?
Right.
Yeah, it was originally on Steam. It was ported over to Switch for... It was only local play on Steam. It was...
Collie hold left Evo still.
It was ported over to Switch, and then it was open for online play, and it was ported back to Steam last year, and that's when people actually started running it.
Yeah, it used to be only... Let me go first, yeah. Things happen sometimes. But for a lot of these, like, we have our own... Yeah, we each have our own, like, job to do, so if we're out of order, it's confusing. But, yeah, originally on Steam it was only local. 2-4 block spring, hold right, 2 blocks right, 2 people left, Evo hold left.
Oh, that was not how I'm supposed to do
This
it.
is winnable, actually. That's actually not a bad strat to have
Actually,
someone not push the block.
Yeah, it's fine. And a lot of this is just knowing how things can go wrong, like in this instance here, and being able to fix it quickly.
Yeah, and the game still has a lot of optimization left in it, so sometimes that's how you find strats, is you do something by accident and you're like, oh, that's actually faster.
3-1 horizontal, hold left. This is the first level, I believe, that we can actually spawn in different places. Hold left. Go to the end first when we do this. Collie's on top. So something that happens with a lot of these levels where we can all do different things is Collie actually has the least latency. The latency is kind of bad in this game for how low it is for some reason.
Yeah.
So a lot of the tricks will have Collie do, if possible,
Hang on,
like
even.
head walking here, because it is easier for Collie to do. Take the coin, nice. 3-2 is buttons 1. That's the one we just practiced. Paum left, right, Collie right, Evo right side of button. This level is pretty tight. Most of these levels are fine because there is a time limit, and when you're like not used to coordinating, it can be hard to reach that time limit. For this one, the time limit's generally pretty lenient, but we're also skipping like 9 buttons each button. Wait, how many are we skipping?
8.
2. I was close.
Usually
We're supposed to
fine.
skip 9. I just hit too many. But yeah, we still have 3 seconds of leniency.
Yeah, the fewer buttons you hit, the tighter the timer is. So skipping all those buttons is.
Yeah, you can talk over me. Like, I just have to say it for some of these levels.
Yeah.
Oh heck.
Yeah, like here, like that was fairly bad, honestly. We
Yeah.
still have 22 seconds left. 3-4 buttons too. Hold right. Something else to mention about this is it is kind of like Mario-esque and like, you know, level by, I mean, I'm sure it's not just Mario, but a lot of games like level by level, world by world. So it's very, very friendly for marathon safety. We usually get within like 2 minutes of, I don't know, what do we get? I forget what 3-player time is.
We've done so many levels that I don't remember our 3-player time
Yeah.
either. We'll know soon enough.
We'll know. 4-1 hold right. It'll be in the YouTube title, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a random order too, so I jump over at the lasers. But yeah, it's pretty consistent. It's pretty fun. It's not very well known. There is some issue with latency, but realistically, it's like not. The game's not optimized to a point where, oh my god, really matters. Or 2 rockets. And it's really fun to play. It's a fun casual game, but I will admit the replayability is like next to 0 if you're not speedrunning it.
Speedrunning
but
is very fun though.
Yeah, if you have several groups of friends, it is fun to run with new people.
You say that. We've definitely had a group that like the last level gets very frustrating.
Yeah, the last level took us as long as the rest of the game did last time we played casually. Just because we kept adding people, like more and more people, it gets more and more difficult casually, and as a speedrun.
Yeah,
Go in the
that also
place.
kind of goes into what I said at the start here. You have to try to not get in your way, otherwise you will end up killing people sometimes.
Stand still. Yeah, so this one we have to press the button when the button is under an average of 0.4 for all of us. You can see on the top the timing.
Paum
That was close.
saved us there.
I saved.
We did it.
4-4, hold right. But yeah, again, like if we die, I don't think we've died yet. There's no intentional deaths. But if we do die, we can just reset the level. I think we did a marathon before where we accidentally, not too big, right? Yeah. Where we accidentally just skipped the level and then we looked at the splits afterwards and we're like, wait, what happened? Luckily we have an auto splitter now, so that's less likely to happen. That's pretty new. That's like last
week.
it's like
I don't think it's even a week old.
3-4 days ago. Yeah, it's not even a week old, which is really cool. 6-1 block tower, hold right. But yeah, the auto splitter makes it a lot more comfy, supposedly, for Collie, who is hosting and doing auto splitting every time.
So much easier. Like, I don't have to think nearly as hard.
Evo and I haven't noticed a thing because we always force Collie to do all the level menuing. / hosting / auto splitting. We're kind of mean to Collie.
Well, it doesn't make sense for whoever's not hosting to do live split.
Push.
And I have to do menuing. Oh no. Okay.
Right, nah, yeah, see, we're showing why this is a marathon safe
It's
run.
very marathon safe, because we only reset the level.
Yeah, something to note is it does look a little different on Collie's screen. For the most part, it looks the exact same, but there are some levels where, for me and Evo, things will look a little bit glitchy. Namely, the ones where we're walking in, like, a full stack. Things can look very different on our screen for, like, a couple frames. But Collie's so I've heard, tends to look pretty smooth the entire
Yeah,
time.
mine usually looks pretty good. On occasion, there's something weird, but usually it's weird for all of us then.
Yeah.
And it's usually not because of like the game. It's like the game has an actual bug of some kind or a glitch.
Yeah, and it can often be lag related too. 6-2 auto scroll elevators. Hold right, go slow. This run was actually pretty good up until
Up until that.
But yeah, this level's an auto scroller, i.e. time for donations. Let's go. Also, it's an auto scroller that we greed like way too much, way too often.
You should just see 1 and 2 player. The greed is insane. Which there is a on the speedrun boards. There's a 1-player local run, which is still 2 players. You just are both players. So you have left hand and right hand.
And yeah, if you're interested, there is a speedrunning Discord. People are really friendly there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big of a community, but everyone that's like part of the community is really nice.
Yeah, it's a small community, but it's a really nice community. Everyone's very supportive.
Hold right, left side of platforms. This is the thing we practiced. Let's go. And then Evo hold right. Yeah, we do kind of want to see this grow, which is part of the auto splitter, like part of the GDQ submission, of course. Again, it is kind of an older game, but realistically, like in terms of when it's been speedrun, it's still very new.
It's very, very new. I don't think there are any Switch runs on the board, so that's also a thing. There are Switch categories and PC categories.
6-4, don't push. But yeah, like Collie's made like a full IL sheet for people to do, and we have a local runner, a local 2-player runner, i.e. you control both characters with both hands. That is insane at it.
Yeah, he really is.
And then yeah, Shy and I made the auto splitter. Evo's done nothing for the community.
Wow. So mean to me.
7-1 Angry Ghost. Collie jumps over. So as we get into World 7 is like the most coordinated level there is. So there's gonna be some focusing here. The way that these levels work, because it's worth explaining, they're a little different than what you've seen. If we move for too long, this ghost will get mad at us and kill us all. But fortunately, if we're just holding right into Collie, that doesn't count as moving. 7-2 stoplight, by the way. So we kind of cheese it by me and Evo just holding right the entire time, and Collie controlling everything else.
Oh, that was a little bit of latency on my side, where it showed that I jumped, but it didn't jump as soon as it actually showed on my screen.
Spring strats?
Spring strats.
Always. Second spring? I don't know where you go.
Oh,
okay, that's fine.
Go.
So like here, Evo should be jumping and I should be falling, but we're both preventing each other from doing the other thing, which is why, yeah, the stoplight above, if it's on red and any of us are moving, then we all die and we have to reset the level. Here we have a similar thing as with the ghost level, where Collie and I continue to hold right, but because Evo's not holding right, the box not being pushed, so it only says 1 on it, and if it only says 1, none of us can push it, none of us are moving, and we're not dying. You'll have to see it.
Who goes up here? Evo?
Evo.
Yeah. Mevo.
Gaming.
World 7 is also the levels that are not okay to greed, because it's very easy to just die, completely lose the level.
PSA to everyone who's run this game.
They're also very tempting to greed.
Yeah, like you move once while it's red or close to red, you die, you start over.
Remember new strats.
Jump. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a few of these levels that we have some new strats for, this being one of them.
New as in today.
Yeah, new as in like an hour ago before we recorded that. But we practiced this one quite a bit. The idea with this is head stacking. It's more prevalent in... You go, Colin. It's more prevalent in... This is going to be hard to talk during. In 2-player. But the idea is if you're on someone else's head, then you can be looking at the ghost, and the person that's walking doesn't, and you will still be moving. You can reach that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
just jumped badly.
Nice. And then 7-4 stamina. The gimmick for this level is... hold right, by the way. If anyone's moving, the stamina bar goes down. So you basically... It's kind of like stoplight, where you all have to coordinatedly stop. Coordinatedly? That's a word now, I've decided. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. And I guess have like been de facto in charge of this.
I jumped right over the spring.
This is fine.
That is the closest I ever want to see it.
That is closer than I ever want to see it. Keep stop. Go. And stop. Go. But yeah, getting through World 7 without a death is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Very good, actually.
It really is.
8-1, Tetris, 6-5-4.
Paum, stake your claim.
We've played a lot of Tetris outside this game, too.
True.
And yet, we still mess it up constantly. Okay, I still mess it up constantly, because I'm
But we end up taking this amount of lanes because I'm on the far. I have to get the far right lanes, but I'm not in the far right as far as falling, so it gives me more time to stack up properly.
Yeah, Evo has farther to go than the rest of us. I mean, on average, because he has to cover all the stuff on the right. We do play some other games, which I guess it's worth mentioning.
True.
Collie and I play Hollow Knight, and we run Hollow Knight and EVOrder in the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, to be
Why
specific.
did I put that there?
Oh my god.
I need a long.
Me.
Yeah.
But the idea for lanes in this is don't get in each other's lanes, which can really mess things up.
Yeah.
A2 straight up 3 times, straight up 3 times. This level is very labbed. I did a lot of labbing for this level because it's annoying. If it's not pixel perfect, we will reset this. The nice thing about when I labbed it is I have nothing to do and I can just talk as they try to focus. It's really fun. But yeah,
Got it.
they both did a pixel perfect thing twice there to get the balls exactly there. And then the pixel perfect thing I have to do is not move. It's really hard. And then I hit one block and that's my contribution to society.
Nice.
Nice job.
That's really good.
8-3 Tetris.
Tetris, but fast. And then fast.
I don't think I staked enough claim.
Okay.
I did not
I
stake
did
enough
not
claim.
count. I did not count because I am incapable.
Okay, I need a long. Okay, this is bad.
Here,
Okay,
I'm
this
gonna
is
put
really
this
bad.
here.
Okay, this is not scary. Can I please get a long thing? Thank you. Eva's like, I don't know what's going on over there, but it's not my
Just
problem.
trust.
I'm just
Everything will be
staying in my
okay.
What? Okay, everything will not be okay. Wait, this is double
I
tuckable.
believe in the tuck. Okay.
Wait, that's
It's fine,
double
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
I believe in the tuck.
We're just
What
digging,
am
we're
I-
just digging, we're just digging, it's fine, we dig.
Yeah, remember when I said I agreed this one? 4. Evo, jump, Collie, get in position, get in position. I also labbed this so I'd have minimal things to do, and yet I still can't do them. Nice.
Heck.
Me and Collie are really bad at one thing.
Am I in the right
And I
spot?
get to stand here.
Just
for
go,
a
just
long
go, just
time.
go. Yeah. Nice, you can move, And then the rest of this we don't have lab, but there's not many things left, so like just don't drop all of the balls, I suppose. I dropped one. Remember when I said not to do?
You said just
I
don't
don't
drop all of
remember.
them.
That's
We only
true.
dropped
I did not
one.
break the rules.
If we drop all of them, we cry.
Yeah, sure.
We're good.
The hitboxes on the balls are kind of weird.
9-1 dodgeball, hold left for cycle. A lot of the later levels are fun. Like 9, 10, and 11 all have kind of gimmicks. 9 is arcade games, which if you've been reading the level names, you can kind of see. Stand still now.
Aw, that was me.
Okay, this resets, right? Yeah. Okay. We're not this bad, we swear.
Oh.
What? Wait, what?
Can I
Show
can
it on
I
my screen that you got it.
can I blame lag if I'm the host?
You can. You
That
will
was
be
on me.
judged.
Okay.
Alright, it's not marathon safe. I take it all back. No. Okay, I did it. Good job, everyone. First try.
Just forget the last 30 seconds. It's fine.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. But, yeah, these are all arcade games. Level 10 is like a fun 2-player thing. Collie, hold right, boop. And this one, we had trouble for a long time. How long we should be on these things. So then we just use Collie running back and forth as a timer. Now we know when we have to jump on and off. Collie comes on for the end to tilt these platforms more on the top so that it gets to the button. But yeah, I know I haven't been... Move right, left. I'm 3 Atari stack, Collie jump people left, home staircase. We haven't been explaining levels too much. A lot of them are self-explanatory, but it's going to become a little less so as we get to these later levels. Oh, that was close. This level's fun. We're meant to play Atari, but instead we just shove all the balls to the right. And hopefully don't get blocked.
This is actually more consistent in like 2-player than it is in 3-player.
Okay,
I'm sure we
fine.
could find a more consistent strat. We just haven't yet.
Yeah, I'd also... The 2-player one's also, like...
It is frame perfect. There is that, but it is also 100% consistent if you get it.
9-4 juggler, 2 bounces each, hold right. Yeah, this one, get ball and jar. I did good explain. What else? I guess we probably wouldn't have a couch, right? I don't think we need a couch.
I think it would just
We
get
talked
crowded with a couch with 3 of us also running.
Yeah, we kind of are each other's couch.
Yeah.
10-1 hold right. So for the entire gimmick of 10, which is 2 players, things switch. You hold the button, yeah. So it's random who starts, and then when we get to certain points, I'm just tapping this.
Okay.
When we get to certain points, it'll change. So I changed to Collie. Collie changed to Evo. I think Brain is hard, and I get to do nothing for a while. Ah! I forgot to not do nothing for a while. And then these buttons are the point where it changes to Collie, but we don't want them to play, so instead.
In our
It's
six,
also a little less.
in our 6-player run, we do have a strat where like we don't hit those change points just to like keep it more consistent. Like
Yeah, it can be
intentionally.
confusing. It's also just
Evo jump.
inevitably more confusing. Oh my god, that was so good. It's inevitably more confusing with more people.
I believe.
It's just hard.
I believe, and it worked. Let's
Nice.
go.
But it's just harder to coordinate. Even when we have like equally capable people, it's just hard.
Wow, I'm so bad.
Lag. 10-3 dark room 1 first jump leapfrog.
Oh, what?
Hold right. Oh.
Good job.
We also have a running meme that Collie has no idea what a leapfrog is, which is ironic
sad
as
but
I
true.
forgot what a leapfrog. But yeah, this room's entirely dark. At the end, it shows you the room, and that's what we use to figure it out. It's also not like too complicated, and we've run it like way too many times.
Yeah, we have.
10-4 hold right, double jump full.
And these are always 2 players, even when we're doing like, you know, however many players we have. These levels are always 2 players, so they're very consistent.
Yeah, that is true. That makes it a lot nicer.
Aw. Ah, heck. I did not expect to be there.
There is a glitch with this key. If you get the key and then immediately jump to get this platform to go back up, you actually won't spawn in these platforms on the top. It's not that these are shown, it's that they don't exist before you grab that key.
Yeah.
Nice. That was all of 10.
That's really good.
11-1 guns 1.
These are the best levels.
Yeah. These are really fun casually end in the speedrun, to be honest. There's a lot of strats you can do to greed these levels. Walk on Evo's head, Collie. Nice. And then you'll see a little thing we do here. So we don't have to get all 3 of us to 3 stacks. We can just have Collie walk off, Evo jump, and then Collie will respawn. 11-2 headwalk strats. There's kind of a theme in a lot of these. You saw how these first 2 levels of the world... I need to think about what I'm doing. Wait, I'm doing nothing. Cool. You saw that the first 2 levels of this
Evo.
world...
Am I not sucking?
It didn't look like you were.
I was definitely holding the button.
It didn't show any purple particles on my screen. I was worried.
Yeah, it was laggy.
Hmm.
11-3 guns 2. Evo jump on Paum, shoot Collie. I just realized that if we do this at GDQ, it's local.
That's gonna be free Reki.
The tree. There's a fun strat we do here too, where if we just pull the screen to the right, this is not intended, but Evo just exists with us now. Alright, whatever.
We discovered that one
11-4
recently.
block drop. Yeah, that was recent.
Oh boy.
This one is the level where Collie has to do everything.
No pressure.
We also somewhat. There's no reason it has to be Collie, but like we mentioned a while ago, Collie has no lag, so Collie is the one in charge of dropping this block on this button. There's really no There's really no extra strat or like special thing to it. It's just timing.
Yeah, it's just lag.
It's just timing, and lag-free makes it easier.
For the most part, though, this game's really accessible. We've had people that have never done speedruns like play this with us, and after like an hour or two of like just going through the levels, it's very doable. Like there's really nothing that tight except for 9-3-2 player as a frame perfect thing you can reset. 12-1 hold right. This is the last world. There's a little bit of everything in this world is the idea. It's honestly not as interesting as the last 3 worlds, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
it's kind of interesting that there's like something from each, but it's not as like difficult, I guess. Especially for coordinated. It more tests coordination, and we've run together too much.
Yeah, I think this is the hardest level out of this world, is this 12-2.
Yeah.
For speedrunning. Casually, maybe not. Casually, it's probably
Casually
the next level.
12-4.
12-3
Casually
and
World 12 is
12-4.
actually like hard, I think. World 12 in general. But like
Yeah.
this strat where you can walk behind, like Collie's walking into
Right,
these
go
stuff
ahead.
and can't push me.
Boost me,
You're
boost
fine.
me.
Just wait. Oh my god, this is fine. Yeah. Anyway, like we said, really easy. We never mess up. I promise.
So, if you notice there, we walked on each other's heads. That was not intentional, but if you walk on each other's heads, you do get a boost, and it is optimal for especially 2-player runs to just always be on someone's head.
12-3, don't talk, just play.
Nice.
We have a call for auto scroller. The people that had 3-player record before us would always say "Don't talk, just play" in World 12-3. So I guess it's kind of a tribute, kind of a meme, whatever you want to call it. We refuse to speak during 12-3.
We've memed it so hard that now I actually cannot focus. if we're
Yeah,
talking.
it's actually become a thing. But yeah, like Collie was saying, there's a lot of stuff going around, especially in like solo 2-player with head walking. It is faster to like basically constantly leapfrog each other, where you walk on the next person's head, and this is time.
2706, GG.
Nice.
GG.
Yeah, TLDR head walking is interesting, and like there's a lot more tech to this game than it seems.
It's a little bit, I don't want to say impossible, but not really something you can do reasonably well when you're not local.
Yeah, it definitely makes it harder. The stutter step when you're local or when you're 1 player is just so much easier than it is when you have the lag.
So this would be
And, oh hey, we met our incentive.
Yeah, so this would be our incentive level. You can get started.
Alright.
The first and third level, like I was saying, there's kind of a theme where a lot of worlds have the same first and third level and the same second and fourth level. This level, we all have to be holding a button for it to be pressed. It's very easy local, like it's pathetically easy local because you just play with 2 hands. But online, it's pretty annoying with lag. It is not nearly as annoying as the other ones, though.
We have run these a few times at this point, so we're not too terrible at it.
This one was really good.
Yeah, that was pretty clean.
Yeah, this is
it's
the easy one though.
It's worth noting on these two that everyone has to hold to start moving, but not everyone has to stop holding the line. You still keep going. You won't just stop holding.
So this one you can see that we have a jump counter, and then it changes players. So we have to coordinate our jumps, which is very difficult.
Oh, that was so close.
It will also often look like me and Evo just don't know what we're doing. I promise it's lag and we're semi-capable.
There is a reason these are meant to be online or offline only.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh,
go.
nice.
That does not bear well for 5-4.
We'll be fine.
Incredible.
But yeah,
Okay, I
this,
spoke too soon.
the speedrun.com leaderboard does not require you to do World 5, so obviously it's a lot slower to do
Yeah.
World 5.
With the
Oh,
exception of one player. If you're doing one player local, you do have to do this because you are playing locally. And you can only play locally.
yeah, so it makes the one-player ones like longer, although I'm pretty sure
One player
record
Reki is faster though?
than two-player. Yeah, wait, is it? might be.
Um,
It's fast.
I'd have to look. It's very fast.
Part of that is it's easier
We gotta
without
go.
lag.
We gotta go a little bit slower.
Part of that is it's easier without lag, and part of that is like the person Dan who runs local is
He's
just
just goated, yeah.
All right, this is terrible. All right,
Should not
easy,
take us 10 jumps to get up there, but you know.
you know.
Oh no.
This is the hard part. So it takes 2 jumps to get to the key.
At least we
There's
have
a checkpoint, yeah.
We basically are playing online Flappy Bird.
True.
That
That was actually really good. That was really good.
nice. And that's World 5.
That's our incentive.
But yeah, as a closing, I think Pico Park's really fun game. We have a lot
It's a
of fun
great
playing
game.
it with 3 players or a lot of other players.
is.
We're trying to make it bigger. It's still a relatively new speed game, even if it's like technically a 6-year-old game, because it had to be ported back for online play, yada yada yada.
Yeah. It is very fun.
yeah.
It's my favorite speed game by far. I have more
Right.
hours in it than I should have.
And it's more fun with friends too. So
It
bring your
is,
friends,
it is.
speedrun it, enjoy, have a laugh.
Yeah. The only reason I want to run one player is like sometimes no one else is available. So then I'm too addicted to just not play. So
Cool. Yeah, we hope you consider us, and I think
Yep.
that's all from us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.